Hello fellow LEGO fans, this is Brick 101, and today I'm reviewing the Spring 2016 LEGO Minecraft sets. There are 4 new LEGO Minecraft sets that were released on March 1st, 2016 in the United States. They are the Iron Golem, the Wither, the End Portal, and the Jungle Treehouse. In today's review, I'm going to be looking across all 4 of these sets and just looking at the new mobs and items compared to the previous LEGO Minecraft sets. Stay tuned to this channel for individual reviews on each of these 4 sets. As I have done in previous LEGO Minecraft reviews, I'm going to show you alternate ways to build the mobs included in these sets. So there will be some building instructions interspersed throughout. There are some table of contents links in the video description if you want to skip ahead to the different parts of the video. So the mob I was most excited for from this new line of sets was the Wither. The Wither is a really cool mob in Minecraft, and I was really excited about the printed parts that they created for this mob to make my custom mobs even better. So I think they did a really good job with the Wither, especially the printing on the heads here. Nice creepy heads. These 2 side heads are the standard Minecraft head, so just that standard cube size with the face printing on it. And the big head, this is one of those 2x2 tiles that's an under tile. So they built this whole head backwards, which is pretty cool. So that's a really cool piece here. You can pose the Wither in a number of different positions, so this is kind of a really forward looking position. I think it's the way it looks the best, because it looks kind of the best from the front this way. But you can also pose it kind of like that a little bit more. The side heads can rotate around, and the middle head can twist up and down. It kind of comes on this little lava platform here, because in the set it's all around by lava. That's because the Wither on its own tends to fall over. So that's why they kind of have that little platform on it. But you can always, of course, take it off and position it wherever you want. I think they did a good job making this a nice playable thing, and the printing is really wonderful. However, there are a few ways you can modify the Wither if you want to make it look a little bit more like the Wither does in the game. So this is the custom minifig scale Wither that I created. The heads don't look so great, especially compared to this one, but size-wise, I think it's a little bit better. Something you could do is follow my how to build video on this minifig scale Wither, and then just move the heads on to replace the heads that I had in the video. So they come off pretty easily. Take off all the heads. Put the small heads on the side. For the middle head, we're going to modify it a little bit. Take off the 2 plates with clip that were in the bottom of the head. We're only going to put 1 back on. And we're going to use a jumper plate, put that on, and connect like so. And this will give the middle head the ability to turn side to side as well as up and down. So that just makes it so you can have the Wither kind of turn to one side, but then have all the heads look at you in the creepy way that they do. So that's one way you can do that. So you could follow my instructions for the body and then just use the heads from the official Wither. If you want to keep the same look and feel of the official Wither, but make it a little bit closer to what it looks like in the game, here's some pieces you can use to do that. So we're going to take the head piece off, go down to just this 1x6 plate, then use some 1x1 tiles, a jumper plate in the center, and 1x1 plates on the end. Take the small heads off of this cool jumper neck plate and put them on the sides. And again, what we're going to do with the head is take off this 1x2 plate on the bottom and one of the 1x1 clips and center that other clip and put it on the jumper plate. So that spaces the heads out a little bit better than they are in the set. And you can now twist all 3 heads. For the body, this is going to be a little more complicated, so we'll disconnect this. We're going to take this apart, so pull off that 1x4 tile, pull off these click hinges, and say goodbye to those. Goodbye, click hinges. Now we're going to do something different here. So we're going to take a 1x1 plate with clip like this, connect it to this gray piece here, connect that to the next gray piece with a 1x3 tile. So just kind of hang in the air there. On the back, I'm going to take apart this thing down here, keep the click hinge and the gray piece, and get rid of this 1x4 with 1x1. Goodbye 1x4 and 1x1. Connect that down to the bottom. For stability, we're just going to add a 1x3 plate in the back, but you don't have to if you think that makes the wither look a little too big. And then to connect the head, we're going to use this 1x2 plate with handle. And then going to connect this down to the bottom again. So this just makes the wither a little bit smaller, makes the head piece a little bit closer to the sort of gray ribs. Doesn't change the overall, and it also means that you can tilt the head with a little more precision because you're not limited to the click hinge settings. But yeah, I think that makes just a little bit nicer of a wither mob. And here's a quick photo comparing my custom minifig scale and 3-scale withers with the official LEGO Minecraft wither. Fact: despite not having arms, withers are really good at handstands. The more you know. Now let's look at the Iron Golem. This comes in the set, the Iron Golem. Looking around, we've got some unique printed pieces on here. These tiles, this 2x2, these 3 1x2s are all the same, but that cool leafy printing on it. And you've got a 1x3 tile on this arm. They've got a lot of different colors happening in the Iron Golem here. The main body parts, the head, the tiles, etc. are white, but they've also got dark gray, light gray, and tan, of course black for the feet. So it's kind of a mishmash color-wise. Seeing a little bit of green poking out of the back there. I really like the Iron Golem headpiece and these custom tiles, but I feel like overall this Iron Golem is a little disappointing just because there's so many different colors going on. Doesn't really look like the Iron Golem does in game, which has a really clean look, which to me is a light gray looking Iron Golem. They went with white, which is okay, but all these tan pieces I find really distracting, as well as the fact that there's this dark gray and light gray. The color scheme just doesn't really seem consistent. It doesn't look like something from an official LEGO set so much as something that somebody made at home with just some random pieces they had lying around. You've got some nice posability. You know, it can bend forward and back on its legs. Its legs can kick in and out. It can, you know, rotate its feet a little bit for helping position, and its arms can swing around, so it's very playable that way. So this is a side-by-side comparison of my custom minifig and 3-scale Iron Golems with the official LEGO Minecraft Golem, Iron Golem. This really, you know, makes it clear that, you know, I'm using light gray whereas they're using white. Definitely stands out very differently that way. You can also notice the sort of side profile of my 3-scale Golem, which I kept really close to the in-game dimensions, and how the official Golem, its arms are kind of down much further than they would be, the head's kind of further back, and the body is just kind of lumpy. So since these pieces are all in white, the cool pieces of the head and the tile, you can't really use them with the light gray Golem style that I built. So I built a custom body for this Golem to use the head and tile pieces. So here's the pieces you're going to use for building the alternate Iron Golem body. So start with a 2x3 plate in white. Get 4 bricks with stud on one side. 2 of them face out. 1 of them face back. 1 of them face that way. So this is going to go like that. Then we're going to take 1x1 plates and 1x1 plates with this kind of clip. Turn those into little brick substitutes. Do 2 of those. That's where we'll attach the legs. Then a 1x1 plate and a 1x1 tile, like so. Now we're going to peel off this 2x2 and 1x2 tile from the front of the iron golem. I can take the head now too. Sorry, iron golem. Your head is moving to a better place. For the arms, peel off the top of that arm, and then we'll connect it with a 1x3 plate, a 1x1 tile. This will go on that side. Just push it back for now. The other side, the only thing we're going to take from the arm is the little hand. Leave the rest on that old iron golem. And we'll take a 1x4 tile, that plate, and a 1x3 plate. Put that on the other shoulder there. Then for the legs, we're going to keep them pretty similar. So pull off the legs, leaving that sad old iron golem torso over there. And then take off the back part with the gray and black hinge clips. Say goodbye to those. Leave them with our discarded pieces over there. Then we're going to take 1x2 plate with a handle and just a 1x1 black plate with clip, just to be a little more precise about the leg, and do that for both of them. This is going to make it a little bit harder to stand the iron golem up, but it's nice because I think the iron golem looks funny with those big feet. So just to have that more precise small foot, you can swing the arms back down. Here's the iron golem after we've made the modifications. You can see the head is a little bit more forward than it used to be on the body, which is good. The torso is a little more clean. It doesn't have as much weird stuff hanging off. The arms can swing around in a full circle. They can't swing out like they used to, but that's just a price you pay. And then the legs are just a little nice and thin and fit nicely under the body there. So this iron golem just looks a little bit more like the one in the game, but uses a lot of the pieces from the official iron golem. Now let's take a look at the Ocelot. This mob comes in the set The Jungle Treehouse. I think they did a pretty good job with the Ocelot. This new custom headpiece is very cute with the little ears and the face. So they did a good job with that. Not really much you could improve on there. The tail is a little bit long, but there's not really much you can do about that without making it too short. If you want to add some more spots, that's about the only thing you might want to change on your Ocelot. Let's pull it apart real quick. So you could add a spot over the back leg with a brown 1x1. Then add a 1x2 plate in yellow. Then if you think the tail's too long, you could reverse this. Put the head up here. And then you could put a brown 1x1 and top it off with some yellow 1x1 tiles. So that just has an extra spot and a shorter tail. Could also pull that apart. Put a brown 1x1 here in the middle. Reverse the tail back to its normal position, like so. Connect the back with 1x2 tile in yellow, and do a brown 1x1 on the front. That adds in a total of 4 spots, but it is a little diagonally. But those are about the only things you can really modify here in terms of adding more spots or changing the tail length. Next up, let's take a look at the cave spider. The cave spider comes in the set The End Portal. So they've got a great printed head here, same as the spider printed head, but on a dark blue instead of a black head. It's also just a little bit smaller than the spider, so that makes sense since the cave spider is smaller in the game. They attach the legs in a slightly different way. Overall, this is a really nice little cave spider. Only thing you might want to change here is the color of the legs. If you have the LEGO Ideas Doctor Who TARDIS set, you do have 4 of these hinge plates in dark blue. That's the only set they come in dark blue. So if you have that, you could swap out these legs here. Swap out the legs, swapping out legs, swap out legs, swapping out the legs. So that just gives a little more dark blueness. The black is still pretty noticeable though, so another thing you could do is you could flip these upside down, reattach them that way, so the dark blue legs will be more prominent than the black legs. Makes the legs a little bit further out from the body, but this 1x2 plate with clip doesn't come in dark blue. There are 4 of them in blue in the LEGO Ideas Bird set and some other sets. So you could do that if you think that's better, but I think just flipping the things upside down and having the dark blue hinge plate makes it look good. If you want, you can also fill in these legs a little bit with 1x2 tiles or 1x2 plates in dark blue just to give the legs a little more thickness and fill in. And that hides the black legs in the middle a little bit better. So now you have a much more fully dark blue cave spider with those few quick adjustments.
Take that, tortoise.
Now let's take a look at the Wither skeleton. So the set The Wither comes with 2 Wither skeletons. They look totally awesome. The printing on the head is spot on. Creepy Wither skeleton. And they're extra tall because they've got these extra tall skeleton legs, which I believe is a new piece. Extra tall skeleton leg. So they just look really great. Basically, they're perfect. They also use these straight arms, so their arms are a little bit longer than the skeleton that has a bent arm. So standing next to the skeleton, the Wither skeletons are just tall and imposing and scary with their big iron swords. Definitely don't want to run into these Wither skeletons in a dark alley. So LEGO did a great job with this. Looking at the official Wither skeleton compared to my custom Wither skeletons, I've got to say the official Wither skeleton blows mine out of the water. So great job, LEGO. This is a great addition to the LEGO Minecraft universe. Last but not least, there is the baby pig. The baby pig comes in the set The Iron Golem. It is cute and adorable and only 4 pieces, 5 if you count this 2x2 black plate that they built it on. You can take that black plate off. The baby pig stays together without it. Just makes it a little more stable. LEGO's always very keen on stability, which is why they added it. Looks great next to the official pig, so now you can have a whole little pig family. Oink oink, oink oink, oink oink, oink oink. So now we're going to look at the new items from the Spring 2016 LEGO Minecraft sets. So the most exciting one for me is the end portal frame. So I haven't put together the end portal set all together yet, but I did build the frame piece. It's got 12 Eye of Enders, which look really cool. And you get a bonus one in the set because it's a small piece, so they always add an extra one in. Eye of Enders are really hard to get in Minecraft, at least for me. That's one of the reasons I stopped playing my survival mode game, is because I couldn't get enough ender pearls to make enough Eye of Enders to go and find the end portal. But here in LEGO Minecraft, I've got them all, so I could transport myself to the end. So when I build the set, the end portal, you'll see this in its full end portal glory with steps and all that. but this is just what the frame looks like. I think they did a great job. You've got the tan and the dark green on the side of the bricks, and the 1x1 tile with the Eye of Enders on it looks great. So the set, the Jungle Tree House, comes with a number of jungle trees and vines. So these are just a couple examples of kind of what the jungle trees look like outside of the set. Just got that sort of flat top, and they've got vines growing on the side of the trees. And there are some free hanging vines as well, which can sometimes are attached to the trees in the set. So that's just a cool little vine piece and new type of tree, and it's nice that they took the time to build all the vines on the side of the trees, because that's one of the defining characteristics about jungle trees is how they're always covered with vines. The end portal comes with 4 bookshelves and a bunch of iron bars. So the bookshelves have cool little colors in them, so they all look like different books on each side, and you can stack them up like any other of the Minecraft blocks. You can make them all look the same. You can twist them around if you feel like they should look different, etc., etc. Just need an enchanting table to put all those bookshelves near. And these iron bars, the basic thing that they've got for iron bars is just these 4 pieces, but then they'll stack multiple of them next to each other, and you start to get some of those cool patterns of sort of the squares in the iron bars. Definitely looks really cool and is an interesting decorative element in the set. The last few new items from this line of LEGO Minecraft sets are all from the Jungle Tree House. So there are a couple cocoa pods in case you want to do some farming for cocoa beans. There's also the first time we've had an emerald ore block. That's pretty cool. It's got a different color, interesting colored green for the emeralds. There is also, for the first time, an iron axe. So that had previously only come in wood in the sets. So that's really good, since in the jungle you're probably going to be chopping a lot of trees and cocoa pods and vines and whatnot. And also, the Alex minifigure comes with iron pants for the first time. So we've had other iron armor pieces in the other Minecraft sets, but never the pants before. So Alex gets those. So that was an overview of all the new mobs and items from the Spring 2016 LEGO Minecraft sets. I hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for my reviews and set builds of all 4 of these sets.
Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave comments telling me what you want to see me build in the future.
It's got 12 ender eyes. What are those called? Eye of Ender, Ender Eyes. Eye of Ender. For the middle head, we're going to make it, let's just do that. Oh my goodness. Stuff is falling all over the place. So these are the custom iron golems I built. Nope.
I'm coming for you next.
The end.